Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi wahda. Wassalatu wassalamu ala man la nabiyya ba'da. Amma ba'd. Respected participants, brothers and sisters, we welcome you on behalf of International Institute of Islamic Learning and Center for Peace and Global Studies to the second lecture of this International Virtual Dawah Training course on an introduction to world religions. We start our program with the recitation from the Holy Quran. I would like to request Brother Nasrullah Javed, please unmute himself and recite few verses from the Holy Quran. Brother Nasrullah Javed.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ما كان على النبي من حرج فيما فرض الله له سنة الله في الذين خلوا من قبل وكان أمر الله قدرا مقدورا الذين يبلغون رسالات الله ويخشونه ولا يخشون أحدا إلا الله وكفى بالله حسيبا ما كان محمد أبا أحد من رجالكم ولكن رسول الله وخاتم النبيين وكان الله بكل شيء عليما صدق الله العظيم.
Sadaqallahu al-Azim. Jazakumullah khair, Brother Nasrullah. Our today's session, it is the second lecture of this 15 lecture series. Today our resource person is Dr. Zaheer-ud-Din Bahram. Dr. Zaheer-ud-Din is part of the faculty of Usuluddin here in International Islamic University, Islamabad. He works at the Department of Comparative Religions. Dr. Zaheer-ud-Din, before joining this department, he has served at Dawah Academy, International Islamic University, Islamabad for more than 20 years. His specialization is comparative religion. He did his PhD from this university on specializing on Kalash religion, which is a regional religion of Pakistan here in northern Pakistan. So he wrote his PhD dissertation on that religion. Today we have requested him to deliver his lecture on need and significance of religion. So this is the second lecture of this series. This will be followed by another lecture, introductory lecture before we move to individual religions, and that will be with by Dr. Muhammad Akram, inshallah. So we start our session. Dr. Zaheer, if you are ready, we can start, and you can share your slides.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil mursaleen. Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'een. Wa ala kulli man da'a bi da'watihi wastamsaka bi sunnatihi wa jahada jihadahu ila yawmiddin wa ba'd. Dear brothers, today we will talk about the significance and need of religion in human society. I have prepared some slides for you. Inshallah, you can follow me, and I will explain every slide accordingly, inshallah. So, the first thing, I will start with raising some questions regarding the importance of religion in human society. There are some questions, and to answering this question, we will try to find the solution, inshallah. First and basic question is that, is the concept of God and religion really necessary for humanity? In other words, is it necessary for humanity to believe in God, or in the existence of God or other supernatural beings, and to perform certain religious practices? Why a human being cannot live without religion? This is the first question. Second question is, was the concept of God and other supernatural beings was originated in a primitive and intellectually and culturally backward society? According to some theories about the origin of religion, some people are of the view that when people used to live in caves, in forests, with limited mental capacity and without any cultural development and technological advancement, in that environment, some clever people, you can say, comparatively clever people, introduce certain concepts and practices to keep the people, the common people, in order. These things develop into religions in that society. So, is there any need for religion in an intellectually and culturally advanced society in which we live nowadays? Another question is, does the mankind need religions despite intellectual maturity and immense development in the field of science and technology? If religious ideas and practices were developed in a backward society, then why should people uphold these outdated ideas and practices? So, another very important question regarding the importance of religion is, has there been any society, we can say, which is devoid of God and religious concept in human society? In the entire human history, can any society be considered as secular, so quote unquote irreligious, godless, or completely empty from religious ideas and practices? So, is there can we imagine this kind of society? The last question is, can the need and significance of religion in society be proven with rational arguments? Is it a matter of submission and devotion only, that a follower of particular religion accepts whatever comes with the reference of his religion without reasoning? Or there can be some rational ground for need of and significance of religious ideas and practices? So we will try to find out answer for these questions. Inshallah, in the coming slides, there are some points you can follow me, and we will see the slides. The first thing is, we can say religion is a natural need of man. Man naturally is ready and willing to establish relationship with the superior beings. He is willing to surrender and submit to higher authority. He relies on and depends on powerful beings, and he seeks help and support of greater power in suffering and difficult situation. We can say all these needs of man can be very satisfactorily dealt with in the platform of religion. Religion can guide him and provide everything in connection to this, all these things. You can say there is a relationship with superior beings. We Muslims consider Allah, and other people consider many names, but there is the concept of the superior being is present in every religion. The case of surrender and submission is also there in religions, and all other things you can say you can find in religion. Second thing, historical evidence and ground realities prove that human individually and collectively cannot live without religion. Contrary to the claim of the people that they, as we said earlier, that the religious ideas and practices were originated and developed in a primitive and intellectually and culturally backward society. So there is no need for religions in intellectually and culturally advanced society. But the historical evidence and ground reality proves that man cannot live without religion. And we can prove this in this slide. No society in the entire human history can be considered as secular or godless or completely empty from religious ideas and practices. In human history, the main thing which people refer to that was godless society. But after the collapse of USSR, the exaggeration and claim about the so-called godless society were exposed, and the existence of many religions and its follower prove that a society cannot be completely secular or godless. So this is historical fact that person. This is nicely explained by Quran. فأقم وجهك للدين حنيفا فطرة الله التي فطر الناس عليها لا تبديل لخلق الله ذلك الدين القيم ولكن أكثر الناس لا يعلمون. And in Hadith, كل مولود يولد على الفطرة فأبواه يهودانه أو ينصرانه أو يمجسانه. So naturally, human being is you can say he's religious minded, and he needs religion for his life. Another point is, apart from material need, spiritual desire and emotional feelings are important part of human life. You can say human life is a combination of body and soul. So the spiritual desire and emotional feelings are a very important part of our life. Spiritual satisfaction, peace of mind, and feelings of enjoyment, pleasure, happiness, and other all things. These are basic needs of man. So how can we fulfill all these? So to fulfill their spiritual, mental, and emotional needs, people use different things. Like some people use music, some people go to drugs, sexuality, and other means of enjoyment and entertainment. But all these things are ultimately brings more problems in form of disturbance, stress, and tension in the even depression in human life. So what is the solution? The solution is the feeling of a person, and the feeling of connection and closeness of a person to the being who is considered supreme and who is considered as the creator of the universe and the controller of the universe. So affiliation and connection with that link can give satisfaction to the person, and this is also explained in Quran al-Kareem. الذين آمنوا وتطمئن قلوبهم بذكر الله ألا بذكر الله تطمئن القلوب. So if a person is attached with his creator and controller of the universe, he feels very satisfaction spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. Another thing is there is sociological significance of religion. No human life can be imagined without society. Man absolutely depends on the society from his birth to his death. Even before birth and after that, he is dependent on the society. For the survival and development of the society, man needs divine guidance and inspiration. Religion is the most powerful method to streamline the social life of human beings. Another thing we can say, religion is the most effective way of for reforming the society. We make law, we make rules for smooth running of a society, but the laws and rules and regulations have its own limitation. But religion is the most powerful and effective means for reformation of the society. Religion prevents a person from committing, rather approaching this crime. Religion creates a sense of accountability to the being who knows everything. Religion tells the person that he is accountable in front of a being who knows everything, and he has full power to reward for good deeds and to punish for bad deeds. So this sense makes a person to abide by the law and rule and regulation. Similarly, the sense of eternal reward and punishment, which is in the hereafter, is the most effective means for keeping man abide by law. So this is a judicial, and so there are some psychological and motivational significance of religion as well. Religion is the most powerful way of motivation that protects man from the feelings of hopelessness and deprivation, and prompt him to act and hard work. People who have firm belief and the right religious consciousness do not give up hope even in difficult situations, but they remain satisfied and ready to act even in worst situation and condition. Other thing is the spirit of satisfaction, hope, and constant struggle is very important for the survival of human life, for that, and for the establishment of successful society. Religion is the most effective means to promote these feelings in the human life. There is a slide before this. Religions promote some basic moral and human values. There are many human values that are, you can say, in every society, they can be considered good moral values and behaviors. And religions promote all these good moral values and try to overcome all the values which are against these values. For example, in every society, a brave person is respected, and bravery is a good habit. Self-sufficientness and sacrifice for others, truthfulness, or simplicity, and honesty, dedication, devotion. All these qualities, human qualities, human values. These are moral values. So religion, all religion, we can find the best form in Islam, but all religion try to promote all these moral values. The other thing, there are so many fundamental questions regarding the reality of man and the universe, about its existence, about its purpose, about its end, from where, who created this universe, has anybody created this universe, or it came to existence by accident, or there is anybody who create this universe or create the mankind. And then if some power created the mankind or the universe, for what purpose he created, and what will be the relation of human being among each other, and relation of human being with other creatures of the world. So all these must be answered, this question, and what will the end of this universe, and what will happen to the person or to human being after the death. So these are a basic question. Every person should think about this question. So these questions are beyond human research, human reason, and human experience and his knowledge, because a human being cannot answer these basic questions, which is about his own reality and the reality of this all universe. So for definitive answers of these questions, one must refer to a source of knowledge which is more reliable than the sense and the reason. So we must refer to religion for these questions. We can see trust of the vast majority of humanity on revelation. The vast majority of the humanity is trust upon revelation. You can say the follower of revealed religion, and even in some religion there is no clear idea of revelation, but we can say there are some things they get from divine, so we can consider it as a part of revelation. So the trust of vast majority of mankind on revelation is source of definite knowledge and basis for satisfactory answer to these fundamental questions. This clarify the intellectual and theoretical significance of religion, that the religion can answer very crucial question of human mind. So there can be other sources, but the best answer is provided by religion only. Religion alone can provide appropriate and satisfactory guidance on rationally or materially incomprehensible situations. There are many situations which we cannot explain materially or rationally. For example, a person wants to do some work. He makes his mind and makes necessary arrangement for that work, but the result of that planning and that desire is totally against his expectation. So in this situation, one must know what was the reason behind this difficult situation. Some people try to answer this question with reason and with material explanation, but human mind sometimes does not accept these reasoning, and one must say that this is the situation in which we are living, because when we refer to the religion, religion will answer this question in a way that he tell the man that there is a creator of this universe and controller of this universe, and he is doing something which is contrary to the planning and desire of the people. So the will of that creator, that controller of the universe will prevail, and all other things which are not in line with that will not survive. So this can be a satisfactory answer for a person who believes in religion. In situation of disaster and calamity, there are earthquakes and other disaster, floods, etc. In this situation, people try to explain in these incidents materially and rationally. There are many material and rational explanation for these disasters, and some are very relevant, but there are many questions regarding these explanation, because from answer there are arise many other questions, and at the end people must say God knows better. So we can explain all these things rationally and with the explanation, but it's not give satisfaction to the people. And there are some situation we can say a person not getting reward for good deeds or punishment for bad deeds in this worldly life. People, you can say there are very good in behavior and nice people, but they are facing problem and suffering in this life. And on the other side, there are criminal people who do all the bad things, but they will survive and they enjoy a good life. So in this situation, how we can explain this situation, except we refer to the religion, and religion will explain that this is not, you can say, good deed and bad deed, reward of good deed and punishment for bad deed cannot be achieved in this world, and we need another word for this. So this can satisfy human mind. There are certain action and that cannot be compensated in this material life. Even there are some good deeds and bad deeds, we cannot give reward for that deeds. For example, a person who kills thousands of people, how can we kill him 1,000 times? We can kill him only one time, but he has committed a greater sin. But the punishment for that sin is not available in this worldly life. The same is with the good deeds. There are many people who are doing very good deeds, but what we can compensate them, what we can do, give them? Nothing in this material life. We cannot compensate these things. So we can conclude that the religion has an important role in human society. Life without religion can be considered as imperfect or incomplete, and we need religion in every aspect of our life. We need religion in our social life, in our judicial life, in even I started with that is in our nature. We need religion. All these things we can conclude with this. Thank you very much, and I will try to expand if there is a comment and question regarding this.
دكتور، ممكن تقدمونا ملخص بلغة عربية قبل أن نأخذ الأسئلة، لأن بعضهم يفهمون اللغة العربية.
ممكن أنا يعني عادة ألقي هذه المحاضرة باللغة العربية والأردية، وأنا ترجمت يعني هذه المحاضرة من اللغة الأردية والعربية إلى الإنجليزية. فخلاصة ما قلت أن الإنسان يحتاج إلى الدين في جميع نواحي الحياة. كما قلت أنا بدأت بأن الدين هو ضرورة طبيعية للإنسان. الإنسان يعني في نفسه فراغ كامل، أنه يعني لا يسد هذا الفراغ إلا التدين، إلا فكرة الدين. فالإنسان يريد أن يخضع أمام يعني القوى المسيطرة على الكون، أمام القوى الذي يعني عندهم سيطرة، فالإنسان يميل أن تخضع أمام هذه القوات. ف يعني أنا قبل ذلك بدأت بالأسئلة. أنا يعني كان عندي يعني أسئلة: هل يحتاج الإنسان إلى التدين؟ هل يستطيع أن يعيش الإنسان بدون التدين؟ يعني لماذا نكلف الإنسان أن يتدين أو يعني يمر بالأمور نحن نسميه مناسك الدينية؟ لماذا يعني نجبر الإنسان على هذا؟ لماذا لا نتركه أن يعيش كما يراه؟ فهذا هو السؤال. يعني لماذا يعني نجبر الإنسان على التدين؟ هذا كان السؤال الأول. ثم يعني بعض الناس يقولون أن التدين أو فكرة التدين كان يعني اختراع للمجتمع المتخلف. الإنسان حينما كان يعيش في الكهوف وفي الغابات كما يرون بعض الناس، يعني أن الإنسان كان متخلف يعني فكريا وثقافيا، وكان يعيش في الغابات وفي الكهوف. وفي ذلك الزمن بعض الناس كانوا يعني عندهم يعني تقدم في الفكر، فهم يعني اخترعوا بعض المصطلحات وبعض الأفكار. قالوا أن هناك بعض القوات المسيطرة على الكون، وفي داخل الكون، ليس في داخل الكون بل من أعلى من السماوات، هم يتدخلون في حياتنا. ثم وضعوا كيف يعني نقوم بالأعمال التي يعني يجعلنا قريبا لهذه القوات المسيطرة على الكون. فبهذه الناحية يعني فهل كان فكرة التدين حقيقة يعني اختراع للفكر الإنساني أو المجتمع الإنساني المتخلف، أو له يعني آخر؟ ثم الآن إنسان تقدم فكريا وعلميا، في كل شيء إنسان تقدم، والآن جاء يعني اختراعات متنوعة، وعنده فكرة وعنده يعني كل شيء. العلم والتكنولوجيا تقدم فيه نرى واضح. فإذا كان الأفكار الدينية يعني هو نتائج للمجتمع أو الفكر الإنساني المتخلف، الآن هو يعني لم يبقى متخلف، فلماذا نتمسك بالأفكار المتخلفة كما يرى بعض الإنسان؟ فهذا هو كان السؤال. ثم هل نتصور أي مجتمع في تاريخ الإنساني أنه كان خاليا عن فكرة الإله أو فكرة التدين أو أعمال الدينية، الأفكار الدينية، هل هناك يعني كان في التاريخ الإنساني المعلوم، هل يوجد فيه أي يعني مجتمع نحن نسميه أنه كان يعني بدون دين أو بدون إله أو فكرة الإله؟ هذا أيضا كان من أهم الأسئلة. ثم فيه يعني هل يعني هناك دلائل عقلية لضرورة الدين وأهميته في المجتمع، أو فقط يعني هذا نكتفي بالأمور الدينية فقط أو الأوامر الدينية؟ إذا قلت للإنسان مسلم أن الله سبحانه وتعالى قال هذا ورسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال هذا، أو جاء في القرآن الكريم أو في حديث النبوي الشريف، وهو يستسلم نعم، لا يريد منك دلائل عقلية على هذا. وإذا قلت للهندوس أن بغوان قال هذا أو جاء في فيدا أو في أي كتب مقدسة الأخرى، وهو يقبل. نعم، لا يريد منك يعني دليل عقلي. فهذا هو فقط يعني أمر الاستسلام فقط، أو هناك دلائل عقلية يثبت أهمية الدين في المجتمع؟ هذا هو كانت الأسئلة مهمة. وإجابة على هذه الأسئلة جئنا إلى يعني الأجوبة. على سبيل المثال قلنا أن الدين كما قلت قبل قليل ضرورة طبيعية للإنسان. الإنسان بفطرته يميل أن يخضع أمام قوى المسيطرة على الكون، ويريد أن يكون علاقة بينه وبين من يعتبره خالق ومالك للكون. فهذا يعني في فطرة الإنسان موجود. هذا بدون هذا يعني لا نتصور الإنسانية. ثم قلنا يعني أن الشواهد التاريخية والمسلمات حقيقية أثبت أن يعني الإنسان لا تستطيع أن تعيش بدون التدين. طبعا كما قلت أن في نفس الإنسان هناك فراغ لا يسده إلا التدين. وهناك يعني أدلة تاريخية على هذا، أن كما نجد هنا أن في تاريخ الإنساني لا يوجد أي مجتمع الذي نسميه أو نعتبره أنه كان يعني خالي عن فكرة التدين أو فكرة الإله. لا يتصور، لا يوجد. أهم الدليل في هذا الصدد يعني الذي يعني يضعونه الناس أمام الناس هو مثال في السوفيت يونيون. هناك كان نظام شيوعي، وطبعا هم قالوا أن التدين هذا أفيون للشعوب، فهم أغلقوا المساجد وأغلقوا الكنائس وأغلقوا كل المعابد، وقالوا لا نريد دين ولا نريد إله، نحن نريد أن نعيش في هذا الكون بدون الدين. وطبعا هم فعلوا ما فعلوا. ولكن بعد يعني حينما سقط هذا السوفيت يونيون USSR، فنجد أن التدين كان موجود في الداخل. كان هناك مسلمون، كان هناك نصارى، كان هناك هندوس، كان هناك بوذيين، كانوا يعيشون مع التدين، حتى يعني أنهم يعني كانوا يعني يدرسون أبنائهم التدين. أن الإنسان لا يستطيع أن يعيش بدون التدين. فهذا هو يعني دليل واضح أن الإنسان في فطرته، التدين في فطرة الإنسان، وهو لا يستطيع أن يعيش بدون التدين. فهذا يعني الله سبحانه وتعالى كما قال فأقم وجهك للدين حنيفا، فطرة الله التي فطر الناس عليها لا تبديل لخلق الله، ذلك الدين القيم ولكن أكثر الناس لا يعلمون. الله سبحانه وتعالى وضع في فطرة الإنسان أنه يخضع أمام الإله، أمام الخالق المعبود. فهذا هو في فطرة الإنسان موجود، كما قيل في الحديث كل مولود يولد على الفطرة. وفي رواية ما من مولود إلا يولد على الفطرة، فأبواه يهودانه أو ينصرانه أو يمجسانه أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام. فهذا التدين في فطرة الإنسان، حينما يلد الإنسان يكون متدين، ولكن الأوضاع الذي يعيش فيه هو يجعله إما نصرانيا، إما يهوديا، إما هندوسيا، إما إلى غير ذلك من الاتجاهات الذي يعني يوجهه إليه المجتمع. كما قلنا أن التدين هو ضرورة روحية للإنسان أيضا. طبعا وجود الإنسان مكون من الجسم والروح، فالجسم له مقتضيات وله يعني ضروريات، وكذلك روح الإنسان وأيضا يحتاج إلى بعض الأشياء ضرورية. فهناك يعني نحن نقول اطمئنان للقلب أو تسكين الروح أو غير ذلك من الأمور التي يعني يحتاج إليه الإنسان حينما يريد أن يكون مطمئنا وفريحا ويبقى يعني في اطمئنان، وهو يحتاج إلى هذا. ولكن هذا كيف يحصل على هذا؟ وهو يعني الإنسان حينما يكون علاقته بين ربه وبين يعني خالقه فيكون مطمئن، كما قيل في الآية القرآنية: الذين آمنوا تطمئن قلوبهم بذكر الله، ألا بذكر الله تطمئن القلوب. يعني كما قلت لكم أن إنسان يحصل على يحاول أن يحصل على يعني الفرح والسرور بطرق أخرى. أحيانا هو يمشي يذهب إلى موسيقى أو إلى مخدرات أو إلى غير ذلك من الأمور، ولكن كل هذه الأمور يعني نتيجة ذلك يكون هناك آلام وهناك مشاكل نفسية وروحية وذهنية وجسمية. ولكن إذا أحس الإنسان يعني أو إذا كان بينه وبين ربه علاقة وثيقة فهذا يكون مطمئن، كما قيل: ألا بذكر الله تطمئن القلوب. فهذا اطمئنان قلبي يحصل فيه. ثم الدين ضرورة اجتماعية للإنسان أيضا. الإنسان يعني طبعا وجود الإنسان أو حياة الإنسانية لا يتصور إلا بدون مجتمع، يعني بدون مجتمع لا نتصور الحياة الإنسانية. فطبعا الإنسان يعتمد على المجتمع من الولادة إلى الموت أو قبل الولادة بعد الموت، يعني الإنسان يعتمد على المجتمع. ولكن يعني هناك أصول وضوابط كيف يكون مجتمع على طريقة أحسن. فهذا يعني التدين الدين يرشد الإنسان كيف يكون مجتمعه بطريقة أحسن، وهذا من الأمور المؤثرة لإصلاح المجتمع. وكذلك هناك يعني الدين ضرورة قانونية وإصلاحية للإنسان أيضا. طبعا هناك قوانين وهناك أصول وضوابط ليكون مجتمع على طريقة صحيحة، ولكن طبعا القوانين له يعني دائرة معينة. ولكن الإنسان التدين هو يعني يمنع من الإنسان من الداخل أن يرتكب الجريمة أو يضر الناس أو يفعل بأمور سيئة. ف يعني الإنسان القوانين لا يستطيع أن يكون يعني وسيلة للمجتمع، ولكن إذا كان معه يعني فكرة التدين فيكون يعني خاضعا للقوانين بطريقة أحسن. الدين له يعني فوائد نفسية، وطبعا هذه الفوائد لا نستطيع أن نجده في أي شيء آخر. يعني الإنسان يحتاج إلى التشجيع، أن يبقى يعني لا يكون يعني القنوط وغير ذلك من الأمور الذي يواجهه الإنسان بأسباب مختلفة. فهذا يجعل الإنسان يعني أن يكون يعني حياته سيئة جدا. فكيف نجعل الإنسان أن يكون يعني مقتنع ومستعد للسعي والجهد ويعيش في المجتمع كإنسان يعني عاقل؟ فهذا يعني الدين يفيده في هذا. الذين عندهم يعني فكرة التدين والاعتقاد بالإله يعني كامل، فهو لا يكون يعني لا يكون عنده قنوط، بل هو يبقى على يعني كما يرون يكون مستعد للعمل وللجد وللسعي. فهذه الأمور الذي نسميه يعني أنه الإنسان يحتاج إلى هذه الأمور يبقى معه فيستمر إلى. هناك يعني فوائد أخلاقية للدين أيضا، كما قلنا هناك أمور مسلمة عند جميع الإنسانية. هناك بعض الأمور نحن نسميه يعني مكارم الأخلاق، وهناك يعني وهذا متفق عليه عند جميع الإنسانية. يعني كل واحد يحب أن يكون، إذا كان الإنسان شجاع فيحترمه كل واحد، إذا كان يعني عنده غيرة وعنده يعني أخلاق يعني حسنة، وهو يعني إذا كان يعني إذا كان عنده أمانة وعنده يعني كل هذه أخلاق الحسنة إذا كان عنده، فالإنسان يحترمه. فالدين يعني ينشئ هذه مكارم الأخلاق، ويعني يأتي بهذه في الحياة الإنسانية. فالإنسان الدين وسيلة يعني جيدة لهذه لإنشاء هذه أمور أخلاقية وترويجها في الحياة الإنسانية. ثم قلنا هنا الإنسان يعني يواجه بعض الأسئلة يعني ملحة جدا. هناك أسئلة عن حقيقة الإنسان أو حقيقة الكون، من أين جاء، كيف يعني هل هناك خالق لهذا الكون أو جاء هكذا يعني مفاجأة؟ وإذا كان له خالق فلماذا خلقه؟ ما هو الهدف لخلق الكون وخلق الإنسان؟ وكيف يكون كيف يعيش الإنسان في هذه الحياة؟ وكيف يكون علاقة بينه وبين بين الإنسان؟ وكيف يكون علاقة الإنسان بين المخلوقات الأخرى مثل الحيوانات والأشياء الأخرى الذي يعني يعيشون في هذا الكون؟ وكيف يعيش الإنسان؟ هل له قواعد وضوابط؟ وماذا يحدث للإنسان؟ هل يمشي الكون هكذا أو له نهاية؟ فإذا كان له نهاية فما هو النهاية؟ فهذه يعني أسئلة كلها يعني لابد أن يكون في ذهن كل إنسان. يعني إنسان عاقل لابد أن يفكر من أين جاء ولماذا جاء وكيف يعيش وماذا يحدث له بعد الموت. فهذه الأسئلة هذا يعني الإنسان لا يستطيع أن يجيب عن هذه الأسئلة بواسطة عقله وتجربته وعلمه المحدود، لأن علم الإنسان وتجربة الإنسان وعقل الإنسان محدود. وهذه الأسئلة يعني يتعلق بحقيقة الكون، وطبعا هذا فوق سيطرة العقل والتجربة الإنسانية والعلم الإنساني. الإنسان لا يستطيع أن يجيب على هذه الأسئلة بعقله وبتجربته، لا يستطيع، لا يمكن. فكيف يعني هل نترك هذه الأسئلة؟ لا، هناك يعني طريقة يعني نرجع إليه، وهذا يعني نعتمد على الوسيلة أو يعني هو يكون يعني نسميه هو يعني أقوى من عقل الإنساني أو من حتى يكون أقوى من الحواس الإنسانية. الحواس الإنسانية نحن ننظر أو نرى أو نسمع الأشياء فنؤمن به، ولكن أحيانا هذه الحواس قد تخطئ. ولكن هناك مصدر نحن نسميه مصدر يعني نعتمد عليه وموثق به، وهو الوحي. ف يعني معظم الإنسان، يعني أغلبية كبيرة للإنسان يعتمدون على الوحي للإجابة عن هذه الأسئلة. هم يعني يعتمدون على الوحي، فالوحي يعني يخبر الإنسان عن حقيقته وحقيقة هذا الكون، من أين جاء وكيف جاء ولماذا جاء وماذا يكون نتيجته. فهذه يعني الإجابات كلها يكون مقنعة للإنسان. الإنسان يكون مقتنع حينما يعني يأتي بواسطة الوحي والإلهام، أو في بعض الأديان لا نجد فكرة الوحي واضح، ولكن هم يعني يحولون التعليمات الدينية كلها إلى عالم الأعلى، السماء. فممكن نعتبره نوعا من لا نقول أنه إلهام كامل، ولكن فيه نوع من الإلحام. فكل هذه يعني الإجابة عن هذه الأسئلة مهمة وملحة. يعني نعتمد على الوحي الإنسان، فهذا يدل على أهمية الدين في الإنسان، في الفكر الإنساني. وهناك بعض المناسبات لا نستطيع أن نعبر هذه المناسبات تعبير عقلي وتعبير مادي. الإنسان يريد أن يفعل شيء، فطبعا يفعل جميع الأمور الضرورية لهذه الأشياء. طبعا هو يخطط له، ثم يمر بجميع الأوامر الضرورية لإنجاز هذا الهدف، ولكن النتيجة يكون يعني مخالف لما يتوقعه أو يعني يخطط له. ففي هذا الإنسان مرحلة الإنسان يتساءل: لماذا أنا ما تركت شيء يعني يعني ناقص، ولكن مع ذلك النتيجة كان مخالفا لما كنت أتوقع أو لما خططت له ومن لما يعني كنت أريد. فهذا يعني السؤال يأتي، ولكن لا نستطيع أن نجيب عن هذه الأسئلة بطريقة يعني عقلية أو بطريقة مادية، لأن يعني قد يكون هذه يعني التعبير العقلي والمادي، يعني إذا أجبت عن سؤال فيأتي أسئلة أخرى، ولكن في النهاية الإنسان يقول قدر الله ما شاء. فهذا طبعا هذا يأتي من الدين، يعني دين الإنسان يخبره أنه يعني هو يعني الإنسان يخطط، ولكن هناك مخطط أكبر في هذا الكون. وطبعا إذا كان تخطيط الإنسان لا يوافق مع تخطيط الخالق والمالك، فلا يكون نتيجة، وقد يكون فيه يعني صلاح للإنسانية، فالإنسان يكون مطمئن. وهناك أحداث والكوارث يعني في تاريخ الإنساني، مثل الطوفان وكذلك الزلزال وغير ذلك من الأمور التي يواجه الإنسان في حياته. ففي هذه المرحلة الناس يعني يحاولون أن يشرحوا هذه الأحداث والكوارث، ويأتون بتعبيرات وتوجيهات عقلية ويعني مادية قد يكون صحيح، ولكن هناك أسئلة. يعني على سبيل المثال إذا قلنا إذا كان هناك زلزال، فيأتي الناس ويشرحونه يعني تشريحات يعني عقلية ومادية، فيقولون أن هناك أسباب للزلزال، انفجار في داخل الأرض أو غير ذلك، أو هذه يعني طبقات الأرضية فيه يحدث خلل، ولماذا يحدث خلل. ولماذا لا يحدث قبل ذلك، ولماذا لا يحدث بعد ذلك؟ فأسئلة كثيرة. في النهاية الإنسان يكون مجبور أن يقول هذا في أمر الله أو قدر الله ما شاء. فهذا طبعا يعني الدين يخبر الإنسان. ثم هناك أمور عجيبة لا نجد له حل عقلي ومادي. على سبيل المثال الإنسان يكون إنسان جيد عنده أخلاق جيدة ويكون نافع للإنسانية، ولكن يكون حياته يعني مليئة بالمشاكل، وقد يكون يعني في حالة أسوأ من الذين يعني هم يرتكبون الجرائم ومع ذلك يتمتعون بأنعم الله. يعني هو يعيش حسنة، ولكن في مقابله الإنسان الجيد يكون في حالة سيئة. فكيف يقبل الفكر الإنساني هذا؟ فلا نستطيع أن نجيب عن هذه الأسئلة بجواب يعني عقلي أو مادي، فنجبر أن نرجع إلى الدين. والدين يخبرنا أن الإنسان يعني قد لا يكون يعني ما يفعله الإنسان في هذا الحياة قد لا يكون يعني جزاء والعواقب لأعماله. وهكذا يعني هناك بعض الأعمال لا نستطيع أن نجزيه أو نجزي الإنسان على هذه الأعمال في هذه الحياة المادية، لأنه يعني محدود جدا. فهذا ما كان عندي من النقاط التي قدمته. وفي النهاية نقول أن الدين له أهمية كبيرة في الحياة الإنسانية. وطبعا بدون الدين يكون هناك نقص وفراغ في الحياة الإنسانية. وهذا ما عندي، وأعتذر أن يعني المواد التي قدمت إليكم كان يعني غير مرتبة أو غير ما كنتم تتوقعون. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
شكرا جزيلا. Thank you very much for your presentation. Now we take question answers. Brother Muwali Wali, please unmute yourself. And sorry if I am not pronouncing your name correctly.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam. Yes, please.
Alhamdulillah. The first question, why thanking the Sheikh and the organizer, is this. From the point of view, sex, it's difficult to prove any nation without a religion or being a secular. The question goes thus: one, what kind of method or measure are we expecting from religion as a human being on the earth? What are the goals that is to impact into our lives in terms of religion? That's number one. Then the number two, can say enlighten us more. There are several religions on the earth, no doubt about that. But being a Muslims, what are what are our responsibility and our duty to accommodate other religions based on our own ethics or our own principles? Those are my two questions. Assalamu alaikum.
But I can't get the first question. The first question, I don't understand the first question.
Please, Brother Muwali, can you repeat the first question? The first
question goes to that we have understood that it's difficult to pronounce a nation without a religion or a secular. It's difficult from what Sis told us now. But what are our expectations from a religion as a human being, as a humanity? What are the goals? What are the training we are expecting from a particular religion? That is the question one.
No. The matter of secularism, or how you can name a religion secular or a person secular. So there are different point of view. Some people said that secular is against religion, as you can say, without religion or godless. But this is not the real meaning of secularism. Secular means, in other sense, that some people say that it's a separation between deen and the human life, practical life. So, for example, there is no the need, the deen or the religion has its own part, and in other part of life, there is no interference of religion that can be considered secularism. But anyhow, in some sense, we can say the secular means a person without religion, but in particular way. Regarding the other religion, yes, we are living in the plural society. There are many religions. We believe in Islam, and there are many people who are following other religions. For example, there are Christians, there are Hindus, there are Buddhists, and all followers of many religions. We try our best to convince them to accept Islam and to accept this best deen, but if we cannot convince them, so we must have some kind of relationship with them. We can live together and we can survive together, but yes, they can follow their own way of life, and we can follow our Islam. So there can be peaceful coexistence despite the difference about deen and other things.
Yes, Sister Rana Idris, if I'm pronouncing right, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Allah. Yes, brother.
Yes, my name is Rana Idris. I am in South Africa. First of all, I want to thank your whole team and the Dr. Saab for doing this tremendous job, introducing, in giving us introduction. We as a foreigner, let's say, as I am foreigner in South Africa, basically I'm from Pakistan. Other than that, we earning our living. We also should try for our deen. And I would like to thank the doctor who gave us a brief picture. What is the religion? What other religions are doing or thinking? How without religion a person can be, or how religion impact on our life or the others. As I'm living in a non-Muslim society, this is a daily practice. As any religion, I'm not naming anyone, they think they are on the right path. And whoever is their God or superior authority, they think they are the right ones, and whoever will take name of them or whoever will follow them, they will be going to be successful. But this is true, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. There is only one God in this world or in all universes who is the true God, and that is the Allah. I want to ask actually Dr. Saab, how we can put a seed into their hearts to introduce a true God, to true Allah to them, and how it is possible, being a Muslim, we should apply same onto our life. So this is my question. If I convey my message, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Brother Rana from South Africa. Yes, we will try our best to convince the people to accept Islam. There are many ways to convey the message of Islam to the people. We can take the examples from Quran and Sunnah. There is the best way to convince people the method Quran use. It is intellectually and other things. نحن نسمي دلائل عقلية ونقلية. All these we can find in Quran and Sunnah, and yes, there can be many other methodologies and many other techniques we can use, especially in this situation, in this situation of globalization. The things are very easy to convey the messages of Islam to the other people, the follower of other faith. Yes, without going to place or other thing, we can try to convince the people in better way, and with hikmah and maw'izat al-hasana, which is the أصول من القرآن الكريم. فهنا there are many ways and many tools we can try to convince the people, but if they are not ready to accept Islam, then we will try to live with them with peaceful coexistence and continue in our tribe, in da'wah, in islah. So I think nowadays dawah is a science, a complete science. There are specialization in the field of dawah, so we can use all that traditional and modern techniques to convey the message of Islam to other people with hikmah and maw'izat al-hasan.
Yes, Brother Babar Ali, please unmute yourself.
Assalamu alaikum, Dr. Saab and all brothers and sisters. This is Babar Ali from Pakistan. I'm a student of comparative religion. So my question is that we all know that, and it's a well-known, study that there was no any society without God and religion. So some people say that it was old times, and back then people don't have the, the definitions are the back then people don't have the satisfaction or the definitions of the many things, but nowadays we have many tools and sciences and this kind of stuff. So that's why people are now become atheists, and previous times there was gods in any society. So what do you say about this, Dr. So how we convince people about this argument? How we deal with it?
No, look, the tendency of the atheism, no doubt, nowadays is a big challenge for all humanity, all follower of the religion, all religion. It's not only the problem for Muslims. In Christianity, in Hinduism, in Buddhism, in every religion, they feel that the theism is a big challenge, because anyhow, religions have their roles in the society, and this is positive role. Yes, there are differences between religion, but the political and other differences are more harmful to the humanity. If we compare it to the differences among the followers of religion, or the religious differences are not so harmful for the human society. So the religion have their role. All religion have their role in society. If the majority of people leave religion and adopt atheism. So it will be a big challenge for all humanity. But I think, although nowadays it's the atheism is emerging as a big problem for all humanity, but in every time we can find atheists. Even in the very old societies, the Anbiya, all Anbiya face these challenges. There were people who were denying the existence of God, and they were atheists. And even Quran also mentioned these people. There were people who are mushrik, but beside mushrik, there were some mulhideen. Quran mentioned them, and there are arguments to convince them. So the way is clear how we can try to convince these people to accept religion, especially the religion of Islam. So I don't think that we can give up and say the authority of religion is the end, and now this is the era of atheism. No, I don't think this. We can overcome this problem, and inshallah, this is a tendency nowadays, but it will be, inshallah, it has an end very soon, inshallah.
Yes, please. Next, before we take a question, I would like to request Sheikh Tafir Najjar, please unmute yourself and you can add your comment, please.
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum, Doctor, and assalamu alaikum, everybody.
Walaikum salam.
I think it's a very relevant topic, especially for us. Like I'm speaking from South Africa, like the other brother was speaking, that we live in where we are the minority around the world. And I think what is very important for us is, like we understand a deen mu'amala. Deen, religion, is interaction. Now that interaction to me is not about interaction alone to Muslims, but rather to mankind. And on the basis of that, once we have that point of departure to say we interact with non-Muslims, and that is today's challenges that we are living with, is the challenge of dawah. And in the same time, what we must also understand, the saying that says, "An-nasu lawla ad-din ya'kulu ba'duhum ba'da." Mankind, if it was not a religion, they would have eaten one another. And I think that understanding and that asas, that basis, is what we should plant into our society, that we should be Allah conscious at all times as people. Now, when I say Allah conscious, we as Muslims believe that Allah is the one and only, but like you so beautifully say, Doctor, other religion does not believe, they only believe in their own God. But we have to make them understand the aspect of ad-dinu nur, that religion is light. And once we interact with them, and I think this is what the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has taught us also, that interaction, how many people accepted Islam by only character of the Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And I think this for us as non-Muslims, and what I mean as Muslims living in a minority country where we are the minority as Muslims among non-Muslims, that interaction where we have with people must play a role in our life so that we can make the dawah. And inevitably, like you so beautifully said, Dr. Zaheer-ud-Din, we are answerable to Allah. What did we do to share with our neighbors that are non-Muslims our religion? And that is where, I mean, when we interact with them in such a professional and Islamic manner, and I always say this, that I'm not doing you a favor, I'm doing my duty from a Muslim and Islamic perspective. Once again, shukran to you, and shukran, thanks a million for the people that organize such wonderful programs.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. Our next question is from Brother Faiswali K, please unmute yourself. Faiswali.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum
Alaikum
assalam.
salam.
The question to Doctor, the first one is, what is your say on the person who practice and support multiple religions? Question number 2, there is a verse you recited, Surah Ar-Rum, chapter 30, verse 30. There is a part in between where there is a saying, no change should there be in the creation of Allah. So I would like you to explain to me, is it on not modifying our bodies or change in that creation, or it was directing us not to add a new practice in the religion? Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you very much, brother. Your first question was regarding the coming to that ayah. I will recall your first question, but that ayah, فطرة الله التي فطر الناس عليها لا تبديل لخلق الله ذلك الدين القيم ولكن أكثر الناس لا يعلمون. This I think the change or تغيير in this ayah does not mean change in physical change, although physical change in خلق الله is also prohibited, but this ayah is telling about the changes in the فطرة الله التي فطر الناس عليها. As we said, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created insan as Muslim, as explained by hadith, كل مولود يولد على الفطرة. So basically insan is a Muslim when he coming to existence. He is, we can consider him Muslim, but the environment in which he lives, it modifies him as a Christian or as Hindu or a follower of any other religion. So this can we say, this تغيير في خلق الله. Basically, he was Muslim. He was, he has tendency of submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but his environment, his family, and his parents make him non-Muslim. So this can be considered تغيير in خلق الله in the context of ayah. Although تغيير في خلق الله in physical sense is also prohibited. What about the first question? Can anybody remind me?
He's asking that if someone is believing in
believing in many religion. Okay, if some people follow many religion, it's according to Islamic teachings, it is like impossible how you can combine with the teachings of many religion, because there are many things regarding the beliefs and the practices. So as we said that Guru Nanak tried to combine combined Islam and Hindu mat, and he created another religion. He tried to take something from Islam, something from Hinduism, and bring another way of life as Sikhism. So it's impossible. For a Muslim, it's not allowed to follow. There are basic human values we can follow. We can find it in any religion, but you cannot leave the teachings of your religion and follow other religion. or you are you will try to combine with many religions. It's practically impossible, especially in Islam. It is not allowed that you are considering other religion is also حق مبني على الحق. هذا لا يمكن. يعني we must believe that our religion is the best religion. We, alhamdulillah, we have the iman, firm iman, that Islam is the best way of life. So why we will try to take something from other religions? This, I think, logically is not acceptable.
Yes, Brother Qasim, please unmute yourself and ask your questions.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm coming from Tanzania. Thank you, Doctor. I've heard enough about you, about the lesson. You told us human beings, they need religion, because if we don't have religions, it means we are nothing. Life without religion is nothing. We have seen the secular religions, several secular religions, they are influencing good deeds. Example, African secular religions, some of them, they are trying to explain about good deeds. So the first question is why we don't consider them, even if they have good teaching. Some of them have good teaching. Why we don't consider them as a good religion? But also, I have a second question. What will happen for those people who have been died without facing Islam, without dawah? There are some of the people who are living in the forest. It is hard to reach them. Some of them maybe 100 years ago, others 50 years ago, they have died without facing the people who give them dawah. What will happen for them? They were only believing on the secular religion. What is going to happen to them after Qiyamah, the day of Qiyamah? Because they were believing in secular religion, but also when they were praying, it was happening. We have come to know that as African culture, that our ancestors were used to pray in the forest to get rainfall, then they got rainfall. Then they died while they are believing that their secular religion was a right way. So what will happen to them in the day of Qiyamah? Shukran Jazila.
Brother, your argument regarding the person who is not receiving Islamic dawah. So it's we can imagine only, but in this world, there may be very rare cases that the message of Islam will not reach to a person, and he's dying without getting the message of Islam. But anyhow, if somebody don't receive dawah and he dies, so we leave his case to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah knows better. This is not decided by me and you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he is planning and deciding that in Quran there are many ayat. فَإِن مِّنْ أُمَّةٍ إِلَّا خَلَا فِيهَا نَذِيرٌ وَلِكُلِّ قَوْمٍ هَادٍ وَمَا كُنَّا مُعَذِّبِينَ حَتَّى نَبْعَثَ رَسُولًا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala don't left any society, even any person without guidance. He has guidance. فألهمها فجورها وتقواها قد أفلح من زكاها وقد خاب من دساها. In his own capacity, he can use his reason, and he can reach to the hidayah. But if somebody dies without receiving dawah, so we will refer his matter to Allah. Don't say he will go to Jahannam or he's going to the Jannah. No, we don't have to decide this. In the case of officially and legally, we can't consider him Muslim, because he whether the message received by him or not, but he is not in the fold of Islam, so we can consider. We can say yes, brother. Is
Yes,
there
please
any
continue.
problem?
Continue, yes, please.
Okay. So there was some disturbance. I think that is the case of not receiving Islamic dawah and dying on secular religion or other things is it's not our matter to decide here, but we will try to convey the message of Islam, and we are bound. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala amarana bihada. The Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us responsible for this duty. So the case of the good deeds from the followers of secular religion, I don't agree with the concept of secular religion. If you say secularism is a tendency, the follower of secularism can find in any other any religion. There are many Muslims who consider themselves secular. There are Christians, there are Hindus, they consider themselves as secular. So we don't say that secularism is a religion or it's a tendency, but and the good deeds from the followers of other religion, we respect them. We respect them for their services to humanity and for their good moral values. But if they don't believe in their God, in their Creator, and their Khaliq wa Malik, if they don't believe in Allah, in the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in the Quran, so we say salam to them. Okay, we will try to convince them, but if they don't accept, so we don't find to try to enter them in Jannah on the basis of their good deeds only. No, good deeds, we respect their good deeds and then the moral values, but we will not try to enter them into Jannah on this note, in my view.
Yes, please, Brother Alabi Barnett, please unmute yourself.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yeah, my question is, some people, they are saying that religious are failing to bring the solution on the challenges that the world are facing. For example, they mentioned like we had the COVID-19, whereby religious people didn't come up with a solution. The only scientists who came with the vaccine as well as the put of mask. And if nowadays we have challenges like financial crisis, we have challenges like some different challenges, but religious people, they are failing to come out to bring the solutions. So they are saying that in our life now, religious, they are not important, they are not significant. So what can be your reaction, the doctor, on that?
Brother, thank you very much for this question. And yes, we can say some people have this view that religion cannot solve many problems of facing by humanity, but religion is on. For example, if we talk about Islam, Islam is not a religion at that sense. Islam is a complete way of life. We have teachings regarding every aspect of our life, our starting from our beliefs and our religious practices, our social life, our political life, our economic life, and other all aspect of our life. We have teaching in Islam and our Deen for all this. If we follow Islam in true sense, we can find solution for all the problems faced by the humanity. But we Muslims, even we don't follow our religion in true sense. So we don't blame Islam, or we don't even believe the other religion, because in some societies religion are a very limited role. Some spiritual things and some rituals and some very limited things we left to the religion. So they eliminated religion from practical life. So why you are blaming the religion? Give the religion is a due role, and the religion will solve your problem. But you don't follow the religion in true sense, and then coming and blaming the religion. What is this? I don't accept this argument, because if we follow religion in true sense, there are many the teachings for solving the problem of humanity.
Yes, thank you very much. We have reached the end of this session. Few announcements for the next session. So let me. Yes, the next program, the next lecture will be a study of religion, objectives and approaches by Dr. Muhammad Akram. He is head of Department of Comparative Religion at International Islamic University, Islamabad. This will be next week on Saturday at the same time, inshallah. But before that, we have one more program. I also want to share that. There will be another lecture, a special lecture on unknown relationship between Shintoism and Islam by Haji Koichiro Sugimoto. He is Muslim revert and he also translated Quran into Japanese language. He is chairman of Chiba Islamic Cultural Center. IIIL will be hosting this program in collaboration with Islamic Outreach BIM Center Malaysia, inshallah, on Thursday, 10th of November. So this flyer will also be shared in the groups. The other lecture is part of our course, but this is general lecture. If any one of you want to attend, you are most welcome. Thank you very much, Dr. Zaheer-ud-Din Sahab, and all the participants, brothers and sisters, and brothers who asked questions. Some of you were not able to get chance to ask your questions. So if you have any question, you can send it to us, and we will get the answer for you. The recording will also be shared, so you can watch it later. Thank you very much. We stop here. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa ant nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.